I knew that I wasn't going to make lupus my whole life. When I turned the camera on myself, I was able to see what I was going through. Photography became my medicine. My name is Genevieve Alvarez, and this is my lupus story. After high school, I knew that I wanted to go to animation school. I was always that girl in school that could draw really well, and it was my dream to become a storyboard artist. I was loving it. But around my sophomore year, I noticed my hair started to fall out, and I felt really fatigued. It got to the point where I needed to see a doctor, and through blood work, all signs sort of pointed to lupus. I had never heard of lupus. I didn't know anyone with lupus. I didn't know what type of disease lupus was. I was really scared. I was barely able to keep grades. I was barely able to draw. And so I eventually dropped out and returned home to the care of my mom. I don't know what I would have done without her through those first couple years of my diagnosis. I didn't know what the rest of my life was going to look like. After I had been home for a while trying to figure out what direction my life was to go in, I signed up for a photojournalism 1 class at the local junior college. That class changed my life. I started to use the camera as therapy to deal with lupus. I would photograph the hair falling out in the shower. I would photograph how swollen my hands were. After a while, my teacher and mentor said, "You know what? I think we should put these photos of you documenting your lupus into the local paper." And that moment that I saw my byline, I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. As I got better, through different medications, through different doctors, I eventually went on to photojournalism school. I think my first lupus walk was in 2009. I've loved being a part of the Lupus Research Alliance. I'm extremely hopeful about the research they're doing. Knowing where the money goes makes me all the more avid supporter. I'm able to spread awareness and also come together with the local lupus community. My photography on social media also helps connect to other lupus patients, and we can have this conversation about what we're both going through. Being faced with a disease, I've really learned how to make room for it. It's almost like a relationship. There are days where we're gonna do what it wants to do. But there are other days where I'm feeling really strong and I might have a sore joint here or there, but I tell it, nope, we're gonna do what I wanna do today.